gentlemen, you know what is going on in South Africa. It's a mess, okay? And I'm saying it's a mess because when you are thinking about this story, there's another story coming. When you are thinking about this, others are making decisions about this. While we were busy thinking about the inquiry in the investigation of the Mkhwanazi allegations and everything like that, and then others, they come and announce that there is a problem. Other officials have been suspended in that it's a mess. And then while you are thinking about that, you've got a statement that is being released actually, which actually says that the inquiry, it's not going to start because of the infrastructure. I can say maybe they have not found a venue, I don't know, because they said it's an infrastructure or anything like that. So now the inquiry is not going to start on the 1st of September just because of the infrastructure, or I can say venue. I don't know what is going on. But while we are busy doing all of that, just to give you a breakdown of this, okay, you would remember that this inquiry is at the result of the press conference of Mr. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, General Mr. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, when he announced about the corruption that was happening, the reason why the task team was disbanded on these political things. And then he mentioned some people over there. He said, yeah, this thing is related to some high profile people and all of that. And then he came out and just threw stones and it was all over the place. That is why we are having this thing of inquiry that was supposed to start on the 1st of September. But with that said, you remember that also in Parliament, they are going to start their own thing over there with the investigation of this thing. Unfortunately, it is also there. It's just a mess. It is just a mess. It's all over the place. Others are arguing with this, others are saying this, and others. Unfortunately, the parliamentary one, guys, I know that maybe you might want to take it serious, but I'm not going to take that thing very serious because I told you before, politicians, I don't trust them. I don't care who you are. I don't care which party you come from. I don't care who is representing who in that parliament. I don't trust those guys because even those who think that they are trying to make the process to go smooth by arguing, by saying, yeah, we are not going to agree to this and blah, 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 blah. Sometimes you end up looking at them in a different way to say, you guys, but you should be allowing this thing because 1, 2, 3... for the sake of continuity, for the sake of we want to hear this thing, we want to see this thing, okay? Why don't you just let this thing happen and let's see what is going to happen? Because one thing I know, those people who will do some shenanigans in the background there, maybe to make the investigation in Parliament to go astray, they will be exposed one way or another. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, on the parliamentary one, I don't want to look at it a lot of times, but I want to focus actually on the one that is supposed to take place with Mr. Judge Madlanga there. We want to see how that one is going to happen. With that said, again, guess what is happening now? As we speak, while we are busy digesting this thing of Mr. Mkhwanazi's inquiry postponement, Gauteng Provincial Police, guess what they did? They decided to start their own, or they are intending, or they are actually going to set up their own special task team. Obviously, that is going to focus on what? On political killings, all right? That is very important. In other words, according to what I'm reading here, they are like, okay, you guys, you disbanded things, okay? We want to see what you are going to do on this one, okay? That means, for me, according to me, this is a test this is a test to the government. This is a test to those who are in national. We want to see what you are going to do, the ministers and everything. We are going to start our own thing and we want to see your reaction. We want to see if you are going to fight this thing. We want to see if you are going to disband this one again. Because I don't see a need of why people, they will disband things. Even if you feel like this thing, maybe there are no longer political killings, just keep it there for a bit so that it stays like that. And then maybe there will be a time where you decide, maybe it will be after some years, and then you are like, okay, because you have kept things under control, but you don't cancel it as in like canceling. That is my opinion. Canceling as in like you are done. You keep it in the background there. You don't show people that is still there. Anyone who tries to do anything, you take it out. It's just your secret weapon. That is just me. thinking on my own. Okay? Anyway, we all know that all these tasks, this special task, whatever, they came up as a motivation, you know, from Mr. Mkwanazi. Some of you might be looking at Mr. Mkwanazi, this guy who is a hero, whatever. But what Mr. Mkwanazi did, which was very important, was to trigger and motivate people to do the right things. Okay? Every person who's going to do anything in the police that is going to be liked by people, the motivation is Mr. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. The provincial what there, they were motivated by Mr. Mkhwanazi, I believe. They were like, we cannot be sitting here, let us just be bold and let us do this thing. And then the question will be though, okay, what would this actually mean? What does this mean with this thing of the Gauteng provincial? First of all, it signals that the issue of political killings, it is not just in the KZN, it's a KZN problem. No, it's a national crisis. That shows you that these guys who are deciding to do this thing, in as much as I think it is just a sign to test these other people to see if they will disband this one again. I can also believe that actually this is also a sign, or it shows that what? It shows that these political killings are something that is all over the place. It's not only in KZN, okay? Gauteng being the economic actually hub of South Africa clearly doesn't want to wait until it's better. Now, it is a problem for you to be reactionary. In other words, you wait for something to happen until before you do something. All right? It's not helping, and we've been like that in South Africa, especially in the government. You know, every time we wait until something happens, and then we jump up and down, and then we are like, yeah, this, and that. That is why during the memorial service of the actor there who just died, that lady that we loved on our screen, okay, there was a lady there who was speaking. She said to the Minister of Sport, of Arts and Culture, there's gonna come a day where we will want you not to come to these celebrations of our colleagues, because you guys, you come here, make speeches, and you don't keep your promises, okay? In South Africa, in most cases, we wait until something happens, and then we act, and then we behave as if like we cared, you know? But I remember though, with the arts and culture, remember there was a time where Mr. Mackenzie was calling that the actor, I think Mr. Mackenzie gave her some money. Some people, they might look at that and be like, nah, that was his money. Maybe that was his own pocket, from his pocket, okay? We don't take that serious, all right? We want something that's going to cover every actor there. Actors, they know that. And the lady actually said a very interesting thing. She was speaking to actually those young actors to say, please have a plan B, all right? Have a plan B, because you will never know what will happen to you. There was another actor also that came on TikTok, I think, and then people came together, put some money together. I think they bought him some place to stay, bought him some furniture or anything like that. It is unfortunate that sometimes when people like Dudula, and I'm very sorry for using this, that people like Dudula or organizations like Dudula, when they try to do things for our South Africans, some of you fight them. And when you find like actors who are suffering because they are not taken care of. And I know you will say to me, yeah, but they should have done better, they should have this, they should have that, they should have this, they should have that. There is culture and arts, guys, actually department that should be looking or taking care of our actors, okay? Whether you like it or not, it is just like that. It is not just, it is not like YouTube or maybe podcast. There is no one that actually talks about podcast. I don't think they do talk about it actually in their meetings, in the department. I don't think they sit down and talk about it until now, because now it's spiraling, and then there are things that are said in podcasts, there are things that are said, especially podcasts, not videos like this one. Here we don't talk about things that we don't know about, talk about celebrities. For me, guys, I'm very sorry. Celebrities, I don't have time to talk about celebrities, because according to me, sometimes they do some things that I don't like, okay? Just like those ladies and gents who were advertising some Russian stuff there, What is going on? The second thing, what does this mean? The second thing is it could be seen as a move to restore public confidence, right? The police here want to show that they are proactive, that they won't just sit back with politicians and communities leaders are targeted. That means when it's time for elections, when it's time for all these things, contestations and everything, and then people decide to do other things to take others out, in Gauteng they are like, you know what, we are not going to wait until that happens. We are putting this thing together. That is why I said when I was speaking in the beginning, don't disband the task team, special task team, like forever. Don't disband it and finish it and say you are done. Keep it somewhere. Keep it somewhere. Secret weapon. Okay? Secret weapon. They must even know that it's not disbanded. It's there. Sitting there waiting. Okay? Not this thing that when things are happening, people are still starting to be assassinated, and then you are starting again, and then you want, keep it there. All right? We rather use money for them, because we know that they can do the job. They have proven it actually in KZN. Mr. Ntlantla said it. He said, Mr. Ntlantla said, this thing was disbanded, but according to us, this thing was working very well. We don't know why it was disbanded. All right? Now, if something is working, why are you breaking it? Why are you taking it out? Keep it there so that we can have it, so that it can help us. And when this thing was happening, I believe that in KZN, there were people who were starting to have some confidence. Okay, some confidence, because there were people who were doing the work. All right. The third thing, though, is actually it raises serious questions about coordination and trust within the police service itself. If Gauteng feels the need to create its own team, does that mean the national structure are failing? That's a very, very good point. All right. Now, guys, you like it or you don't like it. The fact is, we've got layers or we've got levels in these things, okay? In parliament, everywhere, with organizations, we've got levels. We've got national now, and we've got provincial, okay? And then we've got even the down, where things are happening, where people don't want to go. Officials don't even want to show themselves there. But we must understand, guys, that we've got national and also we've got provincial. This point here says, does this actually mean, or does this actually show that maybe the national, they are failing to do what they're supposed to be doing? So the provincial levels, okay, they decide to say, you know what, we are going to take this thing on our hands. Obviously, they will have to ask Mr. The National Police Commissioner, everything. But I don't think you will see a problem on that. All right? Because what would be a reason not for them to start this thing? Because this thing is going to help them. It will help them to be, actually, it will help them a lot, guys. I don't want to lie to you. People who will think of doing anything politically, taking people out, whatever, they will think twice, because this thing is there. That is why even we with crime, I said before, if there are no laws that are strict and very strong and very harsh, laws that are going to make people to be afraid of committing crime, we will still have crime every day. If there are no laws like that, if you've got a special task there, which people know about, they know that it's on standby. Anything that happens, they will jump on you. They will even, I believe that they will have even intelligence that will help them. They will know where is who is who in the zoo and whatever. Before you even make an action, they are on you. You know? But now, if you're disbanding the thing and you're keeping it under wraps there, and then you're like, okay, guys, we are done, you can go home, whatever. And then people, they do whatever they want. That's why with crime, I always say that point. As long as the laws are not that strict, people, they will always commit crimes. People, they will always do whatever they want. There was a guy who actually, I don't know, who actually took his girlfriend's life. And then he makes a video and say, yeah, I've done this and that. And what is nonsense is that? You know, it's because people are not afraid. Not afraid of jail, because when they go to jail, it's going to be nice, They are going to get phones, they're taking videos, doing whatever, as if like they are outside. They know that even if I go to jail, it's fine. They don't even care when they do these things. They don't have a conscience. Their conscience is gone, because the laws are so easy and are so simple, okay? They are not harsh on people, right? But when you go to other countries, unfortunately, you don't find that. You find very typical laws, you know, especially for corruption. They don't play with you. They are not going to be smiling with you because they understand that you will be taking the lives of people. Okay, that means you deprive people from enjoying life, enjoying, you know, the services, because you are busy taking money and using it for your own good, for your own personal use, or for your own enrichment, you know, using some English there. Okay. At the same time, critics warn that having multiple task team could lead to duplication, confusion, or even more political meddling. For me, guys, I don't want to lie to you. This point, I don't like it. The reason why, it is because it would actually be a nice thing for every province to have a special task team. It's not a duplication. You know, we don't want to have a task team in the national. A task team nationally. How are they going to get to Mpumalanga quickly? How are they going to get to Gauteng quickly? How are they going to get to Durban quickly if it's national? Every province, they must have their own special task team. I said it on my side, on my own corner. I would rather have that task team using money because they are doing the work. They will be dealing with crime face on without any fear. Give them resources to do so. Okay, I would rather have that. I would rather have every province to have that thing. Just like what Mr. Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi said. According to him, everyone must have this thing. They must have this special task team. All right. So at this point, I don't like it because it's political. It's like, yeah, you are duplicating. Duplicating for who? These things are happening in every province, most. It's not like KZN in Gauteng. Everywhere it's happening, especially during elections. All right? Please, don't do that. I don't like this point. All right? It's not mentally. As long as it's handled well and it's handled by commissioners who are trusted. Like Mr. Nhlanhla. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. One thing is clear: political killings undermines democracy itself. Of course, when leaders and activists are silenced through violence, it weakens the people's voice. Gauteng's move could either be a step forward, a step toward protecting democracy, or another flashpoint in the ongoing controversy about how serious government and police are taking this crisis. Okay. So, and then it says, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? I want you guys to tell me what do you think about this, okay? The Gauteng provincial starting their own special task team. What do you think about that, okay? Give me your views in the comment section, okay? Make sure that you speak, guys. When you speak, I've read here, I've made my point, I've made my views. Give me your views. What do you think? Do you think these special task team, they can work? They can help, okay? And do you think also that in every province we must have this task team? Do you think so? And if you think so, give me the reasons, okay? Even if you say, yes, I think so. It's fine if you say, I think so, okay? I think they should have. Even if you don't have a reason, because I think it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, okay? You can drop your comment in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. I would really, really appreciate all of that, okay? Thank you guys for watching. You have a fantastic day. I am out.